tap into the parents.
Yes.
Tap into the parents and learners. What is their role in assisting us? The approach that Hillgrove is using, same approach that I'm using, we are using as Isibonelo, not too quick to judge. As a South African society, it's unfortunate that you are so quick to judge. In many ways, forms and shapes. When the learner fails, you need to dig deep. Mr. Mpung also indicated it earlier on as to why. Like in my case, I have 231 matriculants this year, class of 2026. 6 failed, maths lit and tourism. I called them in, all of them, as Mr. Mpung was. Same approach. When you interview these learners, in fact, I cried. One of the learners, the little girl from 12A, who failed maths lit and history. Because at that moment, it's very, very important to take away pressure from these learners, because they are pressured by us, and we don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Because we need to achieve this. But when the learner was explaining to me what to say, I forgot an essay. History essay. Okay? I studied very, very well, but when I got to the paper, I forgot. Then, obviously, there should be a follow-up question as to when the paper was over, in your reflection, what made you to forget? Because if we don't address that, most definitely it's going to happen in June. Then Gogo explained to say, this learner has a problem because themselves, the grandmother and the grandfather, they were izigodi fightings when she was 8. They were living with this young girl in the field. 13 years later, she got raped. Now you could see that your issue about passing or failing term 1.
It's about counseling now.
Exactly. You just throw that in the bin. The priority now, the question is, how can I help this young girl? You see. So, we mustn't judge. That's a part that I'm trying to address. Again, same with the learners. They must be given love, but tough love. But you must know that we are here, we take so much pressure for you behind the scenes. Even our kids, biological kids, suffers because we don't spend much time with them. Lastly, let me speak to the parents in relation to the Department of Education and the government. We all live in South Africa. We all know and understand the economical issues.
Yeah.
We are all under pressure. So parents out there, please, I'm pleading to you, don't leave us in the cold. It's so embarrassing to see some of the parents, 2 places where they're having fun, spending 1,000 rand. My school needs only 400 rands, only 400 rands. You can even pay 50 per term. I'll appreciate that. Because the government is having the huge burden.
Yes.
So we must assist them. So parents out there, let's prioritize the education of our learners. I don't expect a reasonable parent to be reminded when to pay school fees. By the way, I want to close with this one. I nearly forgot it. Yeah, I nearly forgot this one. I'm challenging everyone out there who's a school principal. Take your child and be enrolled in your school. For me, that will be a qualification to say you trust the education that you are teaching to these learners of other households. In closing, my daughter is here at Hillgrove.
I want to leave a legacy where the educators, those who will carry this baton, would then understand, because some of them, the younger generation, they have never experienced what we have gone through. Living in a township where sometimes there will be guns all over throughout the night, you don't know whether you're going to be surviving. You are coming from high school, you are being chased, there was violence then, a lot of people died. We lost friends. The mere fact that I happened to be here as the principal of Hillgrove Secondary School was a choice for me. I had a lot of influence in 2002, early 2000, being a provincial executive committee member of the South African Democratic Teachers Union. When it was not fashionable to apply for promotions in schools that were predominantly Indian, no colours, I became the first one to apply, coming from Guamashu. That's why I'm here. Because I wanted to mingle with these other races, because I never had that experience in my social upbringing to gain experience. The legacy that I would want to leave behind is the legacy where this institution is similar to the institutions in Durban North. We are busy with the project of ensuring that there is a swimming pool. The legacy of apartheid condemned us, Africans, Indians, and Coloureds, to drown in the sea, whilst one race had the privilege of swimming and surviving. You look at the statistics during the festive season, who's drowning? Because we don't have these life skills that are offered in other institutions. I want to bring the athletic tracks, proper athletic tracks. As to whether that will be sustained by those who will take over the baton from myself, I really don't know. We must have all the facilities like tennis, like volleyball, everything. That's the infrastructure that I want to leave behind. So that, because not all learners are inclined or excel academically. Of late, sports is paying. And that is the direction that schools must now focus on. I want to leave a legacy where I won't be chasing 100% pass rate. That is lacking quality in terms of the results. I've looked around majority of the schools, 100% pass rate, but 15 learners doing physics and mathematics. Subjects are being phased out in certain schools, like the commercial subjects, because principals are chasing the 100% pass rate. I want to leave a legacy where learners will benefit in almost all facets of life. A legacy currently in terms of mathematics participation, we are standing at 1/3. In closing, I'm quite pleased with the good work that Mr. Ntuli has done at Isibonelo High School. I must say, Andiswa and the viewers out there, from the 80s, is the first principal he has taken the institution into the 90s in terms of the pass rate. I'm talking about from the 80s, 1980s, the years, 30, 40 years, is the first principal who has performed the miracles that he's performing. In actual fact, last year you beat me, Mr. Ntuli, and it's a challenge.
99.4%.
99.4%. I'm not sure in terms of quality, we're not going to debate, we'll talk about it outside this meeting. That's the legacy. Thank you so much, Andiswa, for inviting me into this wonderful interview. And may God bless you and your family. Thank you.